Martha. 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 Huh? What's going on? Where am I? What's this? Oh no. Oh no. No! No, not that! Anything but that! Oh, where's the exits? Where is the exit? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm ELTillman of the ELT Network, and I welcome you to another edition of ELTillman's Toys. And I know I'm a few months late to this party. I wanted to get this figure for a couple of months now, but I didn't order it online. I really have no excuse. I could have ordered it online. I chose not to, and I finally found it in stores. And today we are looking at the Batman vs. Superman Nightmare Batman from the DC Comics Multiverse Collection. Build a Grapno Blaster replica, blah 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 blah, and more blah. So anyway, like I said, I'm a few months late to this party, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, because this is an older figure. Whoops, knocked over Batman. Take a look at the packaging over here. I really like this. I like this picture of Batman over here, Nightmare Batman, on the box. Looks really nice. Almost makes me wish that there was a good Batman vs. Superman movie tie-in video game with graphics like this, just because of things like this. Or I wish this was maybe a skin. Put this as a skin in Arkham Knight. I would be cool with that as well. But I thought that was a really cool picture of Batman to take a look at over here. Right there, Batman vs. Superman, Nightmare Batman. Collect and connect a Grapno Blaster replica. It says DC Comics Multiverse on the top, nothing special. There's the Grapno Blaster right over there. Pause if you want to read anything. Here's the other figures in the collection. I already did the Superman, the Batman, the Wonder Woman, the Armored Batman. I'm currently doing Nightmare Batman. Lex Luthor? Wasn't really a fan of his character in the movie. I don't know if I'll pick up that figure. Maybe, maybe not. You got Aquaman over there, and the 7th figure, I believe, is the Bat Creature from the movie, the one scene. And it's just some kind of Bat Creature. Whatever. Anyway, that's the box. Yippee, right? So interesting. Here's the figure that I knocked over before. First, let's look at accessories. How about that? Comes with these 3 little plastic, rubbery batarangs. See if the camera can focus. Let's see. Will you focus? Kinda, sorta, maybe. It's there. On the back of all these, it says China, actually. So I guess Wayne Enterprises and Wayne Tech get stuff imported from China. It's interesting to know. See? China. Alright. The figure, on the other hand, comes with these goggles, which are removable. Removable goggles. You can put on Batman's forehead, you can put it over his eyes, or you can make your own little finger puppets. Hello! Alright, why am I goofing off? Here's the figure. I really like this figure. This is probably one of my most favorite figures from this collection. Just take a look. Just a really cool figure. I'm really digging the sculpt on this figure, especially the head sculpt. The head sculpt of this figure is actually pretty cool, and we'll see. I'll compare it to the other head sculpt from the Batman figure, and it is different. This one has a little bit more details to it. The mask is more of a matte finish, where the other one has textures. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but as you can see, he's got slight 5 o'clock shadow going in this figure too, which is also pretty cool. The other Batman figure does not have that. Got a little brown scarf, he's got the trench coat. And the trench coat actually has a nice sweat mark right on the back. You know, for a cheaper figure, I mean, 20 bucks really isn't that cheap, but still. Not being one of those highly detailed figures that you get from Japan or whatever. I like that they added that. Just a little bit of detail. The arms over there. Some tape wrapped around it from this really cool scene in the movie. His pants are actually a different color than the torso. Got more baggy pants, got the pockets over there. Got some bat butt over there. Don't know why we're looking at bat butt. We saw enough of bat butt in Batman and Robin. Sorry you had to see that. Got the boots there. Articulation it's okay. Not too bad for this figure. If I can get the camera to focus over there. His head, you can look up. Not that much. Looks down a little bit though, but his head can be fully rotated all the way around. Batman needs an extra assist. His arms could go up, it could bend in slightly. See, just slightly. The trench coat is blocking the way. So, he has wrist swivel though. Hands can move up and down just a little tiny bit. Looks like a loose tooth, right? Check that out. It's like a loose tooth. Very slightly moving. He does have a bit of an ab crunch going there. It's a little tight though. Just a little tight. Can bend back. Forward, not so much. Can rotate all the way around at the hips. Hips don't lie for the Batman. You can do a split. We get this weird looking bat crotch. And the thigh cut over there. Knees are 90 degrees about, would you say? I would give it about 90 degrees. And get this also get this weird cut over here. So like I said, this figure has its goods and its bads. Move up and down. He has very slight ankle pivot. I don't know if you can even call it ankle pivot. It's not really there. You can move it around, but it doesn't really stay. So, if you want to pose this figure around a lot, probably not going to get into the best poses. You know, you get him to a nice battle fighting throwing pose, like I had him in before. That looked pretty cool. But just for the sculpt of this figure, I really do like it. Is it as good as a Nightmare Batman you could get, like I said, imported from Japan or something for like $100? Absolutely not. Those are way more posable, have more details, but this is still a pretty cool figure to look at. And now let's compare him to the other Batman. And we got ourselves some Batman on Batman crime. Oh, the world is coming to... What is this world coming to? Batman on Batman crime. Alright, this gun came from the Armored Batman, I believe? Right? Armored Batman, I'm gonna say? Not 100% sure. That's where this gun came from. He can hold it, so that's pretty cool. He had a gun during this scene in the movie. Wish this would have came with another gun. That would have been nice, but whatever. Let's talk about the masks, as I was talking about earlier before. Get over here. And let's see. Will the camera like to focus for me, or do I have to do it manually? And... bingo was his name-o. Look at that, you see? The Nightmare Batman has more of a 5 o'clock shadow, whereas the regular one's more clean-shaven, and he has these little textures. Just got a little bit of texture on that mask, whereas this one's more of a matte finish, which I actually, like I said, I like this one more. You probably could swap these head sculpts if you wanted to. Just, you know, run it under some hot water, or use a hairdryer, or whatever. Pop the head off, and switch. I may actually do that eventually. Torso looks about the same. This one's painted a little bit more on the darker side, which I like. I like the paint more on the regular Batman when it comes to the torso-wise. This one's just more of a dull, flatter. This one has a little bit more shine to it. Utility belts are also different. Actually, no, they're the same, just differently painted is what I meant to say. Pants are obviously different. Boots are similar. Yes, the boots are similar. But overall, these are two pretty good Bat figures, you know. One has its pluses, one has its minuses, and vice versa. Just swap out a couple of things. The head, maybe swap out, and can you do the utility belt? Probably not. Probably can't swap those out. That's asking too much. But either way, I know I did this really quickly. Like I said, I'm 3 or 4 months late to this party. But this is a really cool Batman figure. I highly do recommend you picking it up if you can get the more expensive ones for like $100, $200 some figures go for. If you can't afford that, this one's a pretty good one for your collection. And yeah, not much could be said. Anyway, that does it for this edition of ELTillman's Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and until then, I'm ELTillman, signing out. Yes, Now this is what I'm talking about. This is more like it. Come to Batman, baby.